Welcome everyone to live from Stonecrest Sports Park. You've got semifinal action between Johnson Central and Perry Central. Big time matchup here up on top of the beautiful mountain here at Stonecrest, guys. And let's introduce the commentators and the crew here tonight. You've got Coach May, Caden Allen, Kevin Jones, Tommy Coppage, and Darryl McCoy in tonight's matchup. Perry Central coming in off a win last night against Floyd Central. Johnson Central had the bye. Let's go over to the sponsors for tonight's game. We have Derek Bowling of Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kemper Furniture, Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance, East Main Street Pharmacy, Made to Crave, Pikeville Paints One Prestonsburg, and now they have breakfast, guys. Hit them up, Made to Crave. Bruce Walters Ford, Citizens Bank of Kentucky, Dr. Alan Baldwin at Maynard Chiropractic, Willie Crace for State Representative in 95th District. Shout out to Mr. Hughes here at the mayor for letting us do these games. Crum Funeral Home, United Motorsports, Howard Family Pharmacy, Tommy's Auto Sales, Double Quick, Punk's Tires, and Force Automation and Power Sports Service Center. Guys, we're going to step out real quick, and we'll be right back with the first inning action here on the D&D Sports Network.
Shortstop number 26 is Leah Hall.
We'll take a look at Johnson Central starting lineup real quick. For Johnson Central, you got batting first, number 14, Josie Dials.
Olivia Robinson.
Center fielder, number 18, Shelby Arnett, first baseman. Batting third, be number 12, Keely Blair, third baseman. Playing second base. Batting cleanup would be number 30, Julie Dials. Playing left field, hitting in the 5 slot will be number 2, Molly Music. Your pitcher will be number 15, Bella Bowen, batting 6th.
The DP is 00, Molly Holiday.
Playing catcher, batting 7th will be number 27, Kylie Hall. Your shortstop, Leah Hall, will be wearing number 26, batting 8. Right fielder number 1 is Mia Eastet. She'll be playing right field. We'll get a good look here at Perry Central starting lineups here in just a second. For Perry Central, you'll have batting first to be number 16, Olivia Robinson, playing shortstop. And in the second spot will be number 32, Josie Mullins, the pitcher. Batting third will be catcher Avery Ratliff, number 2. Batting cleanup will be number 15, Michaela Shepard, playing second base. McKenna Fugit will be playing center field, batting 5th. Number 8, Madison Stacy will be playing first base, batting 6th. Number 00, Molly Holiday will be your designated hitter, or designated player, I'm sorry. Number 7, Caroline Moberly will be playing third base, hitting 8th. And then hitting in the 9th spot will be number 9, Haley Neese, playing right field. Your flex player will be number 3, Zoe Godsey. That's a look at your starting lineups.
So coming into this game, Johnson Central is looking at a 2-6 record. 5 of those losses are coming from their spring break trip. Take a quick little look at who they got. They only have 3 stats in, so we don't have a fresh look at them. But junior Shelby Arnett was batting .500 with 2 RBIs and 1 home run. Then you also have Arabella Bowen, who was batting .333 with a home run also. Then looking at Perry Central, they have a 7-6 record. They have Jossie Mullins with 57 innings pitched, 25 earned runs, 69 strikeouts to 9 walks, and a 3.07 ERA. You have Avery Ratliff, who is batting .535 with 27 RBIs, 6 doubles, 4 triples, and 2 home runs. Then you have Michaela Shepard, who's batting .405, 17 RBIs, 2 doubles, 3 triples, and 2 home runs. So I think it's safe to say that we expect a really close, good softball game today. It's twice I keep saying volleyball.
Yeah, well, we got to look at Perry Central last night, and we talked about it several times. They really hit the ball well.
They do.
They put the ball in play and make the defense play. So.
And then they have a great pitcher who they can get behind on the defensive end, so that helps things out as well.
Absolutely, and we haven't got to see Johnson Central, but they're always, like we said, they're always really good at baseball and softball both. So we'll should be a pretty good softball game here. And this, once again, is for the right to go to the championship game of the 2A region finals and a chance to play in Owensboro in the 2A state championship. And it looks like Perry Central will be in the field first. Once again, Josie Mullins will be on the mound for them. You'll have on the mound for Johnson Central will be Bella Bowen. And we're about ready, I think, for our first pitch here.
Looks like we may be waiting on the umpires.
Yeah, they said they were making their way down a while ago, so I guess that's what we are waiting on.
Now, it depends on what happens in the softball.
Johnson Central hasn't really seen a lot of Kentucky teams this year. Like I said, they played 8 games and have only faced 3 Kentucky teams. They played 5 games down there on their spring break trip.
So who have they played in the state of Kentucky?
So far, they've played Boyd County and was beat 3-15. They played Paintsville, who they beat 17-2, and then they played Letcher County Central that they beat 2-0.
Okay, so.
The softball will be on Thursday now. I'm sorry.
And that flex player, I think she's a left fielder. So Zoe Godsey will be in left field. And take a look. Perry Central once again will be in the field first. You'll have Josie Mullins on the mound. Avery Ratliff behind the plate. Madison Stacy at first. Michaela Shepard at second. Olivia Robinson at short. Caroline Mobley at third. Zoe Godsey in left field. McKenna Fugate center field. Haley Neese in right field. That'll round out Perry Central's defense. And Johnson Central, I'm like you, I think we're waiting on an umpire. Guys, as we're waiting here, we're going to jump out, take a quick break. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network. And we're back here. Finally, the umpires, Caden Allen, they came out of hiding, made their way to the field. We got the coaches meeting out of the way, the umpires. And now we're ready for some softball, hopefully, as we had a long break there as we were waiting on the umpires to finalize their gear, whatever that means, all right?
Hey, better late than never.
Better
We're ready
late than
now.
never. That's all right. We're ready now. As once again for Perry Central, you'll have Josie Mullins on the mound. The young lady pitched a heck of a game last night. Avery Ratliff behind the plate, one of our co-players of the game, along with Michaela Shepard of Perry Central last night. Shepard hit her birthday bomb.
Birthday bomb.
Big birthday bomb home run. Avery Ratliff, I think, can't remember exact stats, but I think she was 5 for 5 from the plate, and just nothing gets by her behind the plate, and just a freshman. And Shepard just a sophomore. Looks like for Johnson Central it'll be Josie Dowles, center fielder, up first, then Shelby Arnett. Then Keely Blair will be your first three girls to bat for the Lady Eagles. And here we go. Finally, Perry Central finds their way to their positions on the field. Josie Dowles ready to step in the box. And we're ready for some softball. Playing for the right to face Lawrence County in the 2A championship game and a chance to play in the girls 2A state softball championship in Owensboro. Here we go. First pitch. Going to be called. Strike one.
He faked me out right there. That call is a delayed one.
Slow, delayed strike call. Animated. Dawes hits a little blooper over the head of the second baseman, and she'll be safe at first.
Now batting number 18, Shelby Arnett.
That'll bring up first baseman Shelby Arnett.
Arnett was their 500 hitter through the first 3 games of the season.
And then, like you said, they didn't put any stats in from their trip. I think they went to Myrtle Beach, maybe. Mullins with the rock and the pitch. Arnett lays a perfect bunt down the third base line. Throw to first, and she's safe. Shelby Arnett beats the throw to first. Dawes will go to second. So the first 2 batters for Johnson Central on. That'll bring up Keely Blair, third baseman.
I don't think you can place much better of a bunt than that one right there.
No.
Now batting number 12, Keely Blair.
That's what they call a hula hooper.
A hula hooper.
A hula hooper.
I don't know what that means, but
They do a bunting drill. You put hula hoops down the third base line and the first base line. You have to try to make it in the hula hoop.
and Blair fouls this one straight back, and now 3 treats on the net. And our producer, Kevin Jones, was running for cover back here. Even though there's nets everywhere and we're inside a building, he was still running. That just shows you he is a little bit soft. Going to be called strike 2. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 ball. No, 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's what I thought it was.
Yep.
Mullins with the pitch, going to be low and in. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
1-2.
I'm going to quit looking at their score clock and look over here at yours. And Blair hits one to the third baseman. She'll step on the bag at third, throw over to first, gets away. Runner's going to hold at third and second. Third baseman fielded it clean, stepped on the bag for the force at third, tried to turn the double play to first, stood over the first baseman's head. That's going to bring up Julie Dawes, cleanup hitter, plays second base for the Lady Eagles. Dawes on the first pitch, fouled down the right field line into the fence. Mullins steps back onto the rubber.
Mullins is doing a good job attacking. We saw a lot of that in the last game, not really pitching around contact, just pitching to it.
Yeah, I mean, well, like, just put it up there and let your defenders make a play for you.
That's all you can do.
Mullins with a pitch, and Dawes will foul this one back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the top of the first. Runners on second and third. And Mullins with a pitch. Dawes fouls this one back. Dawes done a good job staying alive here. There's Mullins with a pitch and struck her out. Good pitch there by Mullins to get Dawes to chase.
It's a really big strikeout right there if you're a Perry Central fan.
That'll bring up left fielder Molly Music. Mullins with a pitch. Music hits it right back up the middle, and that's going to score Arnett, and Blair comes in to score. They're going to talk about it, and I think they might get runner interference or you get a good look here at the umpires discussing it, trying to get it right.
Yep.
So she is out for, I guess that's called interference. You see the Johnson Central coach going out trying to get an explanation, see what they're talking about here. And he's going to the dugout, so it will stand as an out. So Johnson Central scoreless in the top of the first. We'll be right back with more girls softball here on the D&D Sports Network. And welcome back here. Bottom of the first. Nothing as Olivia Robinson, shortstop for the Perry Central Commodores. Lady Commodores at the plate. Bella Bowen on the mound for the Lady Eagles. Bowens with a pitch, and she's got a different kind of wind-up than we've seen so far.
Kind of looks like it's coming out from the side a little bit.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and going to be in the dirt for ball 2.
It looks to have pretty good speed on it, and she's just an 8th grader.
Yeah, just kind of looks. I mean, like I said, so many different angles and trajectories coming out of these young ladies' hands. Going to be hit at the second baseman, Julie Dawes. Dawes over to Arnett for out number 1.
Number 32, Jossie Mullins.
Good job there in the field by Dawes.
Mullins comes into this game batting .268.
And Bowen. Good pitch there. Mullins fouled off for strike 1. Here, Bowen with a big windup, doesn't she?
She does.
Going to be hit down the right field line to Eastep. Eastep fields it. But Mullins in with a single.
Now batting for Perry Central.
That was a nice
Number 2,
snag out there by
Avery
Eastep. It looked like it hit that
Ratliff.
grass and took a.
It took a funny, like a side skip.
It did.
That's going to bring up Avery Ratliff, young lady was one of our players of the game last night, went 5 for 5 from the plate last night.
Special pinch runner for Perry Central's number 19, Haley Watts.
Courtesy runner coming in for Perry Central. Be number 19, Haley Watts. Ratliff steps into the box. Bowen. That big windup. And the ball low. Stolen base. So Perry Central with a runner in scoring position. Only 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
I expect this one right here to be a close game.
That's going to be called strike 2. And there again, that umpire just very deliberate in his ball and strike call.
Yeah.
That'll bring your count even to 1-1.
Builds the anticipation a little bit.
Yeah. Runner with way down the second baseline. Might have should have went. Catcher didn't even look at her, I don't think.
Maybe she was testing the waters.
Yeah.
Might see her go right here.
Here's Bowen with a pitch. Going to be hit by Ratliff, foul down the third baseline. And the dugout cheers in softball never stop.
No, they don't.
High energy. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bowen with a pitch and struck her out. Throw down to first. Runner moves to third. That'll be Bowen's first strikeout of the evening. That'll bring cleanup hitter,
Now
second
batting,
baseman,
number 15,
Michaela Shepard.
Michaela Shepard.
She comes into this game batting .405 with 2 home runs.
We got to
As we
see
saw
one of
one.
those
Yep.
last night. The dead center field, she hit a shot, didn't she?
Birthday bomb, as you like to call it.
The birthday bomb. Michaela come up and talked with us last night. And going to be fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
This is a big batter right here. Try to get this one out. Runner
Sure
on third.
is. Well, I mean, Johnson Central, kind of an unlucky break there as the girl hit a pretty good shot, but probably would have been fielded clean maybe if a shortstop hadn't been impeded. Going to be hit to the second baseman. Dawes over to first. Got her. Julie Dawes with a good glove at second over to Arnett for the 3rd out of the inning. We'll be right back with inning number 2 here on the D&D Sports Network.
Hi, Smokey Armstrong, United Motorsports in Belfry. Kick into high gear with great deals on new Honda motorcycles and ATVs. Power through any terrain with savings up to $7,000 on selected Polaris side-by-sides and ATVs. Built for work, built for play, and ready to ride. Get the job done with Kawasaki. New and pre-owned inventory from parts to service and the financing to get you approved. It's all right here. United Motorsports, Belfry.
Folks, if you're in the market for a storage building, garage, barn, or custom structure, there's only one name you need to know. Mountaineer Buildings, conveniently located right outside Chapmanville, West Virginia, with multiple locations across Kentucky, West Virginia, and Ohio. They are the largest building company in the coalfields for a reason. They've got a huge inventory on lot, unbeatable deals, and waiting for you. Come see us at Mountaineer Buildings.
And welcome back here to Stonecrest Park, where it's Perry Central 0, Johnson Central 0, top of the second inning. You got pitcher Bella Bowen
number 15, Bella
at the plate.
Bowen.
Josie Mullins on the mound for the Lady Commodores. Bowen with a big cut at it down the right field line and going to drop foul. Haley Neese out there couldn't get to it. Guys, hit that like and share button. Put in the comments where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, who your favorite player is. We are an interactive broadcast. We love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the games. Bowen steps back in. Here's the pitch. Bowen going to hit this one foul.
She's making great contact with it. I think she's just a little late on it.
Just a little bit late.
For you?
Well, all the Johnson Central hitters seem like they're getting a bad on it, just like you said. But Mullins does a good job, like you said, pitching to them, making them make contact, letting their defense do what they do.
And you can see the movement on her pitches from up here too, like we were talking about earlier. I don't know if she throws a change up or what it is she throws, but she throws something that's just completely different than her fastball.
And she don't throw the hardest of all the girls we've seen, but it does. It has a lot of energy.
Yep.
Dances. Here's a pitch. Bowen's going to take ball, low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the second inning of this second semifinal game. And Mullins high and in with that one. Brushing Bowen back a little bit. Stephen Boyd Trent, Whitesburg, go doors, get him Avery Ratliff. Here's Mullins with the pitch. Bowen's a little bit early on that one, and that was what you was talking about right there. That had a lot of come out really hard and then just kind of dies. Change it. And that didn't have any smoke. It died on her. Oh, yeah. Bowen hit it really hard. We were talking about the difference in speeds of Mullins' pitches. She changes it up.
We can't tell the difference, so we're just going to start calling them slow pitch and fast pitch.
Yeah, there you go. Mullins. Bowen's with a big shot between the left fielder, center fielder. She's in there for a single.
Good way to start the inning. Long at bat leads into a single.
Well, Bowen,
Price.
you got a pinch runner coming in, courtesy runner, Molly Price. Well, you talked about it. She done a good job making contact, just a little bit late on it and then a little bit early on it, and finally lined it out. That's going to bring up catcher Riley Hall. Catherine Fugit watching from Hazard. Rooting for Perry County Central. McKenna Fugit is my granddaughter. Throw over to first in time. Throw to second. They've got her in a rundown here. Throw to third. And going to be tagged out for the double play. And Perry Central just like that with 2 outs.
Big player right there.
It sure was.
We saw them do that many times last night where they'd find themselves in weird spots and then they'd always find a way out of it.
Now batting for Johnson Central, number 26, Leah Hall.
That'll bring up shortstop Leah Hall. Big cut by Hall. Strike one. Mullins with the pitch. Called a ball.
Tell that sun's down now. That wind's starting to get even chillier.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cold, Caden.
Man.
Hall with a big shot over the left fielder's head. She'll turn the base, going for 2, and in there with a stand-up double is Hall.
She got a hold of that one.
She sure did.
Now batting number 1, Mia Eastep.
That'll bring up right fielder Mia Eastep. And be called strike one. Leah Hall, though, that's a big shot. That's a little deeper to left than it is center, I think, here. Eastep with a big cut at it. Swing and a miss. Hard to lay off that high heat, isn't it?
It is.
Eastep takes for ball 2.
I think it might be ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes. You're right. Ball outside.
I thought she was about to throw that one to second. She was
I did
quick
too.
out of that stance.
Yep. She's a good catcher. She's a good player, especially to be a freshman.
I've noticed that both of these teams really have a young roster.
That's going to bring the count to full. Mullins throwing 3 straight balls here. He steps back in. Josie Dawes waits on deck. And he stepped with a big swing, going to miss for strike 3 to get Perry Central out of the inning. Still 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the second right here on the D&D Sports Network. And welcome back here to Stonecrest Park. Johnson Central 0, Perry Central 0. We want to thank Derek Bowling of Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kemper Furniture, Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance, East Main Street Pharmacy, Made to Crave, Bruce Walters Ford, Citizens Banks of Kentucky. Dr. Alan Baldwin at Maynard Chiropractic. Willie Creasper, State
Leading off for Perry
Representative,
Central, number 4,
95th District.
McKenna Fugit.
Crumb Funeral Home. United Motorsports, Howard Family Pharmacy. And Fugit going to hit one to second base. Dawes flips it over to Arnett for out number 1. We want to thank Tommy's Auto Sales, Double Quick, Punch Tires, and a big shout out to Mayor of Prestonsburg, Rick Hughes, for allowing us up here to do these games. And what a phenomenal job he does up here at Stonecrest Park. That'll bring up first baseman Madison Stacy. Can't read my own writing here. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. Bowen with the pitch. Going to be low in the dirt for ball 1.
I'd like to know what she's throwing. Where it, yeah, it like cuts out to the into a left-hander.
Bowen with a big wind up and a pitch, and strike 2.
She started off pitching very well too. Just she's painting the corners on both the inside and outside.
You said she's an 8th grader?
Yep, 8th grader.
That's impressive. Yes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bowen works quick too. She doesn't waste any time, does she?
Nope.
Called strike 3, got her looking for the second out of the inning. That'll be Bowen's second strikeout of the evening.
Molly Holiday.
That'll bring up designated player, designated hitter, Molly Holiday. Bowen looks in. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Or no, did he call the ball? I thought I heard him say strike.
I thought it was one.
That looked a lot closer than some of the ones I don't know. That looked like a bottom dropped out a bit, didn't it? Very nice pitch. Evens count, 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike. And that had some heat on it.
Yeah, it
that
did.
popped that catcher's glove, didn't it? Bowen looks in. That'll move the count to 3 balls, 1 strike.
She's staying consistent in the same spot she's throwing it in. I mean,
Yeah. This one's going to be hit down the first baseline. What a snag by Shelby Arnett. What a catch down there on first base by Arnett at the end of the inning. At the end of 2, or at the end of the top of the second, 0-0. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network.
It's a celebration, and you're the guest of honor. It's Kimber's 61st anniversary sale. We're celebrating 61 years of our family serving your family with incredible store-wide savings. The whole store's on sale, but you can take an extra 10% off the lowest marked sale price on everything you buy, or get up to 72 months, 6 full years interest-free. It's only at your favorite Kimber store.
Hi, everybody. Dave Baker here for Citizens Bank in Kentucky. Do you want to love your car even more? How about putting extra cash in your pocket each month by refinancing with new low rates at CBK? It is fast. It's easy. All you have to do is log on to wearecitizens.bank.
And welcome back here to Stonecrest Park. You get a good look at Perry Central's outfield in this beautiful facility up here where Prestonsburg calls home. Up for Johnson Central, you'll have number 14, Josie Dawes, Shelby Arnett, then Keely Blair.
Leading off for Johnson Central, number 14, Josie Dials.
Dawes with a single to right field, her first trip to the plate. And call ball high.
This is the top of their lineup, correct?
Yes. This is the one batter. Mullins with a pitch. Low and in, ball 2.
The DH is number 14, Parker Collett.
Getting ready to start some baseball action on the other field. Looks like Pike Central's taking on Perry Central.
Number 1, Jeffrey Hancock.
Mullins, ball 3. And Josie Mullins doesn't walk a lot of batters for sure.
No, she don't. I think she has
got way behind an account here.
only 9 walks in 57 innings.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
It is.
I had that kind of control. Mullins with a pitch. It's called strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Dawes. Josie Dawes, that is. We got a Josie Dawes and a Julie Dawes.
What we had last night?
Big cut.
A Roberson and
A
Robinson.
Roberson and a Robinson, and both of them played third base.
Yep.
Olivia Robinson for Perry Central. Mullins with a pitch, big hit down the third baseline, and Olivia Robinson couldn't handle it. I'm sorry, Caroline Moberly's at third tonight for Perry Central.
That right there is why they call it
Now
the hot
batting for
corner.
Johnson Central, number 18,
Ain't got much
Shelby
time to think about it.
Arnett.
What do they call it?
Oh, I must have slid my thumb.
What do they call it? What corner?
The hot corner.
The hot corner. That's going to bring it Shelby Arnett, first baseman. She's going to lay a bunt down. Third baseman comes in to try to make a play, and Arnett. Johnson Central right back where we were in the first inning.
Yep.
Next up for Johnson Central, number 12, Keely Blair.
And, you know, Perry Central done a good job anticipating what Johnson Central was going to do there. Third baseman came in and had a chance to make a good play on it, just took a bad bounce.
It's hard to read those right there because you never know how short they're going to go, how
Right.
long they're going to go, especially on a turf field like this.
That's going to bring it third baseman Keely Blair to the plate for the Lady Eagles. Blair grounded out to third, her first trip to the plate tonight, back in the first inning. Mullins with the pitch. Blair with a hit to left field. Left fielder coming in. That is Gotzi, and foul ball.
That one just missed. That was a close one right there.
Yeah, I thought Gotzi had a chance to catch that, though. Blair steps back in.
Oh, man.
Hit down the left field line, going back, and going to be foul. Long strike.
Yeah.
That ball was gone. Had it stayed fair, that was a home run for sure. Big swing there by Keely Blair.
Leading off for Pike Central, number 8, Jonah Hicks.
Head on a swivel out there. Here's a pitch. Blair going to take. High, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners on first and second. Going to have a mound meeting.
That was a good pitch right there. Try to get her to chase after that long foul ball. Throw her a high fastball.
Now Blair hit that one a ton. I said that as another about a 200-foot strike. And the softball cheers are getting louder down here.
They are.
Blair steps back into the box. We're ready to go back to action here. Mullins with the pitch. Going to be low, ball 3. Count goes to full. Good eye there by Blair to lay off that one.
Yep. All the teams we've watched today have been really disciplined at the plate.
They
You
are.
don't see them swing at too many bad pitches.
And she struck her out as Blair got caught looking. That's Mullins' third strikeout of the
Now
game.
batting number 30, Julie Dials.
That brings up Julie Dials, 0 for 1 tonight. Struck out back in the first inning. Mullins with a pitch, big cut by Blair.
Now batting number 15, Lucas.
Who we got over here, Pirate Central, Perry Central?
Yep, and I tell you, Perry's got some nice baseball jerseys.
They do.
She takes that first pitch for a ball.
I think that makes the count 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh, yeah.
Mullins with a pitch. Low, good job there by Ratliff getting up out of that high catcher stance really quick to hold the runners where they're at.
They're extending their leads further and further out. back
They
there.
are. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the third. Big cut by Blair, strike 2. Ratliff gets it back to the pitcher. Count even at 2 now. Blair going to pop this one back foul over here into the other baseball field. I'd like to have some of that energy these girls have down here in this dugout.
I'm right there with you.
That was a good-looking pitch. They called it a ball, but it looked like it dropped in a hurry, didn't it?
Yeah, it's a close one.
Had to move the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes for Blair.
I'm waiting to see if we don't see a little of what they pulled last night with the base runners, where they threw it real quick to the pitcher and she would.
Blair going to hit a blooper, going to go foul. Yeah, where they try to bait him.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd call that. I guess a trick play or something.
Yeah,
I don't
Floyd
know.
Central done it 2 or 3 times last night. Especially when they had a runner on third, they would bait them into throwing it to second and send the runner home.
Well, they're getting really far off the bag, so I'm surprised we ain't seen it yet.
Mullins with the pitch. Blair swing gonna miss, and she struck her out.
That's a big strikeout right there.
It is. Second out of the inning.
Now batting number 2, Molly.
Had to bring up
Music.
Molly Music. Julie Dowell struck out. I think I said Blair maybe.
We keep seeing her fall in these 3-2 counts, but I don't think she has a walk yet, does she?
No.
See, I didn't think so.
No, she has 4 strikeouts. And I'm like you, the runner there will almost, I mean, at some point they're going to go, right? They keep flirting with it.
Yeah, they're getting off a lot.
Music stands in.
Now batting.
Music with a big swing, pops straight up. Catcher comes out at the fence, can't make the play. I lost that one for a minute. I didn't know where it went.
I didn't either. I thought it was going to go out of play.
Music. With a good shot, right center, and that's going to score 1 run. Here comes the second run. Throw it to plate to Ratliff, and she's safe. That scores Josie Dawes and Shelby Arnett as a Molly Music with a big single to
Now
right
batting
center.
number 15, Bella Bowen.
She was the one who hit that one earlier where the runner interference happened.
Yes, she was. Had to bring up the pitcher, Bella Bowen. Bowen had a single to left field, her first at bat, but I can't see what I wrote down here.
Had a baseball enter the field. Nice pitch right there. That's fouled straight back.
Yeah, she hit the ball to left field, and then they caught the runner in a rundown.
I got you.
You remember that?
I do remember that.
I got everything wrote down. I just can't read it. Bowen takes. Strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Caton keeping me on this count over here for sure. I need it. Oh, big cut at it. Bounced off the, can't tell if it bounced off the catcher's mask or the umpire's mask there.
Coach May is the write everything down guy. I'm the scoreboard guy.
Yeah, well, I can't. There's no lights in this building, evidently. They haven't paid the electric bill or something up here, and I can't see nothing. I'm just kidding. Throw down to second in time. Got her.
What a throw.
What a throw by Avery Ratliff as she gets Molly Music trying to steal second. Good job there by the catcher. Johnson Central with 2 runs here in the top of the third. We'll be right back. Bottom of the third coming up on the D&D Sports Network. And welcome back here. As Johnson Central with 2 runs in the top of the third, take a 2-0 lead. Here's Bowen with a pitch. Big swing.
Leading off for Perry Central, number
7, Caroline Mobley. Quick work between innings by everybody. Umpires, Johnson Central getting in a hurry.
They said it's too cold. They ain't wasting no time.
That's right. No balls, 2 strikes. That's talking about renting a clear bubble with heated bubbles out, $25 a game down here. I'd pay it. Bowen's ball 1. Bella Bowens loves that outside corner.
She does. She sat there all night long.
And got Mobley swinging, struck her out. Big pitch there by Bowen. Had to bring up right fielder Haley Neese.
Now batting number 9, Haley Neese.
Be her first at bat tonight. Bowen with a good pitch, swung on, hit hard down the right field line. Look out down there. Listen, we set that thing up down there. It can't be real sturdy, no way. It's not on level ground. Well, I mean, I just want a good laugh before the night's over. And he squares around a bump called strike two. I mean, I will make sure he's all right, but I would laugh if he fell. And Bowen with a pitch. Oh, catcher done a good job framing that one up there. Didn't get the call, though.
Nope. She's hitting her spots perfect, though. I mean, wherever that catcher's setting up at, she's
getting
where they want it.
Oh, no pitch as the baseball come flying in. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Johnson Central 2, Perry Central nothing. And strike 3 called as Bowen again on that outside corner.
Now for Perry Central,
it's going to bring up number 16, Olivia Robinson, the shortstop for the Lady Commodores. Bowen looks in. Here's the pitch. Robinson down the third baseline. Fair. Robinson turns the corner, going for 2. And she'll have a stand-up double. Good hit there by Robinson. Went right over top of the third base bag.
How many hits does that give them for tonight?
2.
I didn't think that they had many.
Now batting number 32, Josie Mullins.
That's going to bring up the pitcher. Josie Mullins had a single to right field her last at bat. Bowen with strike 1.
I'd say it throws them off a ton, too, because when you watch where she plants that front foot like right where the batter's standing.
What is it now? What?
Like whenever she lands when she pitches, it's like right where that batter's standing.
A little blooper hit. Second baseman there, Julie Dawes coming in making a grab. And Dawes had a lot of work there at that spot tonight. Done a good job. Get them out of the inning with no runs scored, 1 hit. As we go to the bottom of the 3rd, it's top of the 4th, Johnson Central 2, Perry Central 0. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Willie Crace is proud to support all area teams this season and our student athletes in Floyd and Pike counties. Vote Willie Crace for state representative, a voice we can count on for the mountains.
And welcome back here. You get a good look at the fans all bundled up here on this chilly evening at Stonecrest Park as Johnson Central leading this one 2-0 as we head to the top of the 4th inning.
Leading off for Johnson Central, number 15, Bella Bowen.
First up to bat for the Lady Eagles here in the 4th will be Bella Bowen. Bowen with a single to left fielder first at bat. Trying to help her own cause here.
I remember Bowen. She was hitting some foul balls. She was hitting them a good ways.
Yeah, well, she did. She fought it off, fouled a couple to the right, a couple to the left, and then she hit a shot to left center. Here's Mullins with the pitch. Bowen with a little blooper. Shortstop going back and making the catch. That was Olivia Robinson with a good glove there.
Now batting number 27, Kylie Hall.
That'll bring it. Catcher, Kylie Hall. Good defense there by Robinson. And Hall takes for strike one.
Nice pitch right there. That's the what we call it, the slow ball.
The slow ball.
The slow ball.
It's got a lot of kind of bounces. Mullins with a pitch. Hall with a swing and a miss. Strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, no runners on here. Top of the 4th inning, Johnson Central 2. Perry Central nothing.
Right now would be a good time to throw that slow ball. After you throw a fastball high like that, kind of changes their sights a little bit.
Yeah. Throw the slow ball down and away. You threw 2 fastballs high and in, right? Looks like over here, Perry Central up 2-0 on Pike Central in a baseball game. And Hall fouls this one back off the backstop.
Now batting number 7, Sheldon Ritchie.
And struck her out.
Now batting number 26, Leah Hall.
That's her 5th strikeout of the night. That's going to bring up shortstop, Leah Hall. Mullins with the pitch.
Nice pitch right there.
Wow, that's that slow roller.
That one moved away from her a little bit.
Yeah,
made her flinch.
That was nasty, wasn't it?
Was.
Got a baseball on the field again.
Baseballs love to
They
make their appearance over here.
Yeah, they do. Perry Central over here hitting that Perry Central softball team. No balls, 2 strikes here. The count, 2 outs.
I feel like we've seen a lot of hard hit foul balls today.
I'll tell you right now, these girls swing the bats. They don't look to take a lot. Mullins with a pitch, going to be ball high. Good job there by Ratliff to get out of her stance and catch that one.
Now batting number 2, Devin Gayhart.
Mullins with a pitch. Going to be fouled back. Leah Hall stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's Mullins with a windup and the pitch. Hall fouls it back, staying alive. Leah Hall, she's fouled about 5 off this at bat.
I keep wanting to say running the pitch count up, but I forget in softball it don't really matter.
Doesn't matter. I mean, we watched Mullins pitch last night, a complete game, and here she is pitching again tonight. And Hall steps back away from that one for ball 2. Mullins winds up. Hall hits a little blooper down the left field line, and Moberly goes over, can't get it, runs into the dugout. And this has been a battle, this at bat has.
It has.
A very long at bat.
Somebody's bound to make a mistake eventually.
And it'll be Hall as Mullen strikes her out for the third out of the inning. We want to thank Derek Bowling at Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kemper Furniture, Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance, East Main Street Pharmacy, Made to Crave, locations in Pikeville, Paintsville, and Prestonsburg. All three locations now have breakfast food for your convenience. Bruce Walters Ford, Citizens Banks of Kentucky, Dr. Alan Baldwin at Maynard Chiropractic, Willie Crace for State Representative of the 95th District. Vote Willie Crace, proud supporter of all Floyd County athletes. I want to give a big shout out to Mayor Rick Hughes of Prestonsburg for allowing us to come up here and do these games here at Stonecrest Park. Crum Funeral Home, United Motorsports locations in Logan, West Virginia, Danville, West Virginia, Pikeville, Kentucky, Belfry, Kentucky. Howard Family Pharmacy, Tommy's Auto Sales, Double Quick, Punk Tires, and Force Automation and Power Sports Service Center. Coach May, Caden Allen, Darryl McCoy, Tommy Coppage, and my good buddy Kevin Jones producing up here tonight on the hill at Stonecrest Park. Darryl McCoy, Tommy Coppage down there. Tommy started out in a T-shirt. I see him down there now. He's got a parka on. Looked like he got a trench coat on down there. More of them heated vests. I think I seen Darryl McCoy running sprints down there a while ago trying to get warmed up.
Leading off from Perry Central, number 2, Adrian Ratliff.
Up for the Commodores, you'll have catcher Avery Ratliff, then second baseman Michaela Shepard, McKenna Fugit. Ratliff 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. Game number 2 of the evening. Ratliff settles in. Bowen with a good pitch right back at the pitcher. Great catch by Bella Bowen over to first for the first out of the inning. Bella Bowen with a heck of a play.
Shepard.
You ain't got much reaction out there. You just – that ball was smoked.
It was. Ratliff. And, you know, she said last night, I just try to put the bat on the ball and let happens what happens when we're interviewing her. And right there, I mean, that was a heck of a hit. But Bowen just great reflexes, throw over the first in time.
Yeah, it was a great play.
The bottom of the 4th inning here. Johnson Central 2, Perry Central nothing. Shepard with a good hit to the shortstop. And that is Leah Hall with a good play over to first base to Arnett for out number 2.
Perry Central's making good contact with it. They just aren't getting anything to show for it yet.
And we talked about it earlier. Those strikes, make them hit it, let your defense do their job, right?
Yep.
And right now, Johnson Central's defense is playing really well. Had to bring up center fielder McKenna Fugit. Fugit grounded out to second, her first at bat. Fugit steps in. Bowen with a pitch. Fugit hits it to the shortstop, over to first. And once again, Leah Hall to Shelby Arnett for a 1-2-3 inning for the Eagles. You're watching girls high school softball right here on the D&D Sports Network.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Hello, I'm Dr. Alan Baldwin here at Maynard Chiropractic. For nearly 20 years, Maynard Chiropractic has been the gold standard of chiropractic care in Eastern Kentucky. We have 2 convenient locations in East Point, Kentucky on US 23 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Tuesday and Thursday in Rock City and Paintsville. So give us a call here at Maynard Chiropractic at 606-886-3737 and schedule your appointment with Better Health today.
And welcome back here. You get a good look at Perry Central's pitcher there, Josie Mullins. Mullins throwing a heck of a game here already with 5 strikeouts. And, you know, we were talking during the break here, this game very close to being a 0-0 ball game.
Yeah, just a few mistakes here and there. And Johnson Central hasn't really made any mistakes yet, so.
And Mia Eastep bunts, and she is safe, or called safe. As they say, the first baseman pulled her foot off the bag. Mullins with 6 strikeouts according to my stats. My stats are not always right.
Number 14, Josie Dials.
Had to bring up the leadoff hitter, Josie Dials. Center fielder, Dials. Had 1 for 1 tonight. Had a single back in the first inning. Then reached first on an error her last at bat. Pitch by Mullins, Dials all over it. First baseman, that is Madison Stacy going back to make the catch.
She just missed that one.
Yeah, she did. Still, good play there by
Shelby Arnett.
I think that might have been the second baseman that made that play.
It was the second baseman, so the first come all the way over from second. Never mind.
Yeah, that was a nice play.
That was Michaela Shepard.
Now at bat, number 13, Hayden.
I looked up and then looked down, and she ran all the way over. Good job.
I'm telling you, they're quick.
They are. That's going to bring up Shelby Arnett, first baseman for the Lady Eagles. Brett's based twice tonight, both on bunts. Big cut at it. Strike 2. Yeah, she covered some ground there as that was popped way up in the air, and it would have been out or foul behind the first base pad.
I think she just missed it because it looked like she got some good contact on it. It was just under it a little bit.
Another big cut there by Arnett is strike 2 called.
Now batting number 24, Garrett Barney.
Mullins rocks, fires, ball high. Two balls, 2 strikes. Arnett going to foul tip that one. Barely got a bat on it.
Johnson Central, they put up a fight before they strike out.
They do.
If they're going to strike out, you best believe they're going to hit about.
Going to make you work for it, ain't they?
They're going to hit about 3 or 4 foul balls, it seems.
Mullins with the pitch. Going to be ball high and away. Count goes to full.
Like we were talking about earlier, they're just working a ton of full counts.
And still, Mullins is yet to walk a single batter. I don't think either pitcher's walked a batter, though.
Nope.
And he rung her up for strike 3 on the outside corner.
That was a nice pitch right there.
12,
That was.
Keely
And
Blair.
I don't think you could have went any lower or any more to the right.
Mullins with 7 strikeouts on the evening. Had to bring up Keely Blair. Blair 0 for 2 on the evening. Mullins with a pitch. Going to be ball high and away. As Julie Dawes awaits in the on-deck circle. Mullins winds up. Here's the pitch and called strike.
Ratliff does a nice job back there behind the plate. I mean, if you watch her every pitch, she's up on her feet just eyeing that runner down.
She's got to be tired, doesn't she, after a game? Because she's quick out of that crouch. Ball inside.
I don't think my legs would be able to move the next day after doing that for 7 innings. I don't even think I can make it through 7 innings.
I do good to get up and down out of his chair 3 times a night, let alone every batter. And big cut there by Blair. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're on the top of the 5th inning.
It's been a low-scoring game.
It has. Ball high. Johnson Central, 2 runs back in the 3rd inning, and that's your score right now. Johnson Central 2, Perry Central nothing. Mullins with a pitch. Runners going. Ball hit left field. Left fielder coming up, and that is Zoe Godsey out there. Can't get to it. Long foul ball. And Blair is the one that hit.
She's hit a bunch of long foul balls.
Hit a lot of long foul balls. They better watch out on that dirt pile down there. Blair steps back into the plate. Guys, hit that like and share button. Get these numbers up for these young ladies. Here's the pitch. Blair, big swing down the left field line. Nice shot there by Keely Blair.
Now batting number 30, Julie Dials.
That ball was smoked.
It was a dead line drive. That'll bring up second baseman Julie Dials. Dials 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight. The cleanup hitter.
This could be a big at-bat right here.
It could. 2 runners on, 2 outs. We saw Floyd Central score, 5 runs with 2 outs last night?
Yep.
Perry Central had to be thinking, man, we're never getting them out of here.
I know it.
Here's Mullins with a pitch. Big cut by Blair. Blair, strike 1.
She gets a hold of that one. It might go over at the scoreboard back here.
Mullins with a pitch. Blair lays off of it. That had some movement on it, too.
Yeah, I've noticed just this whole game, I feel like we haven't really seen many fastballs. It's just been everything moves, but from both pitchers. Again, you see it right there.
Strike called. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. Johnson Central 2, Perry Central 0. Been a good softball game thus far. And Dawes going to hit that one foul over onto the other field. These dugout cheers get me. I don't know what they're saying down there. Foul, foul, something. Mullins with a pitch. Dawes hits this one to the left field. And I'm like you. It seems like every at-bat for Johnson Central was 8 pitches.
It does. I mean, if you're like I said, if you're going to strike them out, you're going to have a hard time doing so.
Julie Dawes steps back into the plate. Fouls this one back out of play.
We might end up running out of balls again.
I know where 3's at. Right here in the net in front of us.
We'll send KJ out there to go get him.
KJ ain't going to, no. I see KJ out there skinning that fence, can't you?
Yup.
The power of Kevin Jones, the producer. Here's Mullen with a pitch. And Dawes fouls another one back out of play.
Yep. I called it.
And if they return these softballs to the concession stand, they get a free treat. They get a treat.
If they don't want to claim theirs, I say they bring them up here, we'll claim them.
Well, yeah. See if I'll give you some more of them Starbursts. And now we're at a standstill. We're out of softballs. They're working on balls, I guess. They're going to get them somewhere. Drive out here to Walmart on Route 23, get a bag. Get the Hunter balls.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we got all kinds of big, pretty shiny new softballs in the field of play. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Top of the 5th inning, Johnson Central 2, Perry Central 0. Looking in there, Perry Central. Got a free mound visit there.
Yep.
Caden. Here we go. Mullins settles in. Here's the pitch. And ball gets away from Ratliff. A rare mishandled pitch by Avery Ratliff.
Looking at another full count. But when they foul so many balls off, it's hard to not get in a full count. Because, you're just up there 10 pitches and at bat.
I'd like to know what her pitch count is, actually. Here's a pitch. Dial's going to foul. Another one out of play. Dial's is giving a lot of treats out here. What is that, her 5th one that she's hit out of play this at bat?
Honestly, it might be more than 5.
And Dials hits this one to dead center field. And back there to make the play is McKenna Fugit to get Perry Central out of the inning with no runs scored. We'll go into the bottom of the 5th with it still 2-0 Johnson Central. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network.
8, Madison Stacy.
And welcome back here as bottom of the 5th inning. Johnson Central 2, Perry Central 0. Madison Stacy comes to the plate. Bella Bowen's still on the mound for the Lady Eagles. And call ball 1. Bowen winds up. Stacy hits a chopper down to the second baseman. That's Julie Dawes. Dawes over to Arnett for out number 1.
0-0.
Starting to see Bowen pitch more to contact now. At first, I felt like it was a little strikeout after strikeout, but now it's Perry Central is finally starting to get adjusted to her and make contact.
Dana Dawes-Wells says, "Go Eagles." I'm like you. Bowens has a funny dismount or whatever you want to call it. When she comes off the rubber, she steps.
Yeah, it's like right towards the batter, but then all of her pitches go outside.
Good pitch there as Molly Holiday behind that one for strike 1. Bowens with a pitch.
Man, just missed.
Caught ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Strike 2 called. Bowen. One thing about Bowen, she doesn't waste any time. She gets her pitch, gets on the rubber, and throws.
It's impressive how much she can just stay right in that same area.
Yep, it is. And that one was a little more over toward the center of the plate, just low.
Maybe trying to get her to chase for that one right there.
Here's the pitch. Chopper hit down the third baseline, foul. And you know what? Keely Blair, third baseman, come up and nearly caught that one before it hit behind that line, which might have been a kind of a miscue there because, you know, if she catches it before and it stays fair, that's a hard throw to make.
Yeah, if that one stayed fair, I believe she was going to be safe on that
one. And this one goes between the legs of the catcher. And that's the first walk batter of the night, I think, by either team.
Now batting number 7, Carolyn Moberly.
I think, let me look back and make sure, but I think that is the first walk issued by either pitcher tonight. Wow.
Yeah, both pitchers have done it really well.
That's going to bring up third baseman Carolyn Moberly. Moberly hits one down the right field line, foul, out of play. Moberly settles in. Bowen with a pitch. Called ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first.
Now batting number 11, Parker Maggard.
Bowen with a pitch. Moberly hits it back up to the shortstop, over to first. Not in time. Ball gets away from the first baseman. Here comes Holiday at the plate. Safe. Molly Holiday. Good job on the base pass. She goes from first to home.
Batting number 9, Haley
on a
Nice.
dink to shortstop by Moberly.
That was a close play at the plate. I'm not sure which one threw that home, but that was a pretty good throw.
That's going to bring up right fielder Haley Neese as Perry Central finally gets on the board here in the 5th inning. Neese going to hit this one foul down the right field line.
It's funny, too, because all these foul balls that we've seen, they're all going down there in that same area.
Yeah, they really are. A lot of being hit down there on that right field side. Here's the pitch. Moberly. About halfway to third there. Bowen with the pitch. Going to be popped up. Right fielder back there. Mia Eastep can't make the catch. Here comes Moberly around third. Eastep with the throw in. Moberly going home, and we got a tie ball game.
Man.
Nice with the double.
Perry Central, number 16, Olivia Robinson.
We've seen Perry Central finally starting to make contact with it these last few innings, and now it's finally starting to pay off for them.
Absolutely, and you know what? They're back now here in the fifth inning, bottom of the fifth, into the top of their lineup, into the meat of it. Olivia Robinson, the leadoff hitter, comes to the plate. And we're going to get a mound visit with Bella Bowen here. As you get a good look inside the mound visit there, Johnson Central going to talk things over, strategize a little bit here, see what they can come up with, try to get these next two outs, Kate. Looks like we got a mound visit over on the baseball field with Pike Central, too, as they're trailing 5-0 now. It looks like my eyes aren't the best, but.
Yep, Pike Central down 5-0.
Went out and talked to the young 8th grader, tell her, just settle down, get this next batter. We're all right. As we really hadn't seen Perry Central, hadn't had their bats, but nope. You talked about the last inning. They started making a lot of contact, just hitting it right at people. There's the pitch. Called
nice pitch
strike.
right there.
And if you're Bowen, that's what you want right there. Coming off of that, give up a run, give up a hit and a run. You come in, get a strike, settle down a little bit. Maybe slow down just a fuzz.
Yep.
And hit right back up the middle. Going to be fielded clean by the shortstop over to Arnett for the out. Nice job there by Leah Hall. Leah Hall, very good job there, charging that ball. It was a kind of hit slow. Hall over to Arnett.
This right here might be the biggest at bat of the game so far.
Absolutely. It's the pitcher, Mullins. Mullins is 1 for 2 on the night. Single to right field, and it popped up second base. Bowens with the pitch. Hit right back at the shortstop. Hall, and Hall doesn't field it cleanly. A run's going to score, and Mullins going to be safe at first.
Now batting for Perry Central, number 2, Avery Ratliff.
And Leah Hall has been a very sure-handed glove there at shortstop and can't field that one cleanly. Haley Neese comes in to give Perry Central the go-ahead run, give them a 3-2 lead.
Interested to see how this one plays out. Still a whole lot of baseball or softball left to play.
Yeah, there is, and you know that's a routine play for Hall, and we watched her make it all night. Her and my mind went blank for a minute, but Julie Dawes at second base have been, really good on the field.
Yeah, Hall's had a ton of action this whole game.
And haven't missed the play, and I think she just tried to get that one out of her glove maybe just a little bit quick. She fielded it pretty good. It was her when she went to take it out of her glove to throw it.
Probably would have been another one of those bang-bang plays, though, because it was just such a slow hit up the middle.
And that brings up Avery Ratliff. Ratliff 0 for 2 tonight. Ratliff with a shot, the dead center field. That one goes through for the base hit.
They're starting to make great contact with it now.
Now batting for Perry Central, number 15, Michaela Shepard.
That's going to bring up second baseman Michaela Shepard. Grounded out to second, grounded out to short. And We talked about Bowen's delivery's a little bit awkward and a little bit different. Perry Central, maybe now this is most of them third at bat. Maybe getting used to it, getting a little bit more adjusted to the way it comes out of our hand.
Yeah, starting to figure it out a little bit. Like you had talked about yesterday, they probably see so many different releases and things of that sort. It just takes it a minute to figure it out.
Like the young lady from Lawrence County looks like she almost throws it from behind her.
Yep.
Man, she throws it hard, though, doesn't she?
She does.
Bowen with a pitch. Going to be hit. Blair lays out for it, can't get it. Gets into right field. Throw into the pitcher, back to second base. Everybody's safe. As the girl that came in to run, I couldn't see her number. She had a jacket on.
It was the first baseman.
For McKenna Fugit.
It was the pitcher who scored. But the girl that come in to run for the pitcher.
Oh, okay.
We got another mound meeting as
looks like we're going to see a pitching change.
But yeah, it was the girl that came in to run for the pitcher. Josie Mullins had got the first base. They sent in a pinch runner.
I got you.
But that girl that came in to run for her had a jacket on. I couldn't see her number, so I don't know who it was.
I was used to the first baseman wearing that jacket.
Yeah, oh yeah, the first baseman does. She's coming up to bat. Next will be McKenna Fugit.
Gotcha.
And then the first baseman, Madison Stacy. Got a pitching changes.
I think this is Molly Music.
Number 2, Molly Music is coming in to pitch.
Now batting number 5, Connor Perkins.
Now pitching
So if
for
Music's
Johnson
coming in to
Central.
pitch,
Number 2, Molly Music.
she was in left field. We'll have to see who goes where here, or try to.
See, Music had their most innings pitched throughout their first 3 games that they had stats for.
Yeah, and like you said, Bowen pitched a really good game, but Perry Central just got their bats going.
Yep.
And they started out this inning, a ground out to second, then a walk. And then it's just like everybody started going. Caroline Mobley got on the errant throw to first base.
Yep.
Threw it over their head. And then you had Haley Neese hit the double to right field with an RBI.
Well, through their first 3 games, Molly Music had 11.1 innings pitched with only 3 earned runs, a 1.85 ERA. So
here's Music into the game now. Going to be hit at Julie Dawes. Dawes over to first base with a bad throw, and here comes another run to score. That's Shepard coming in.
That's 2 more runs scored.
Who was the other girl? Avery Ratliff scores. I see that. Perry Central 6-2, and they scored 3 runs here with 2 outs, right?
Yep.
That's going to bring up first baseman Madison Stacy.
There's something about them 2-out rallies that we've been watching here recently.
That's right. Stacy, who started this inning, was the first batter of the inning. Music rocks back. Here's the pitch. Stacy with a swing and a miss. And Perry Central was 6 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Music, ball low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. I thought that was what it was. Our scorekeeper over here has got me off guard. He just done it so he can laugh at me, and I give the wrong count on there. I see him over there. He's an E coach.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He won a state championship in E games, though. This guy's a state champion E coach.
Oh, man.
And Stacy going to take her base as she's hit by the pitch. What was the name of the game y'all played?
Molly Holiday.
Rocket League, yeah. State champions in Rocket League, Prestonsburg. I mean, that's a big honor.
Yeah.
If you can win a state championship in Tiddlywinks, it's big. Music with a pitch. Swing and a miss by Molly Holiday. Holiday lined out to first, then walked. Music rocks back. Here's the pitch. Going to be hit in the gap to right field. In for a single. Here comes the throw home. Not in time. And McKenna Fugit comes in to score as Holiday with a RBI single.
Now batting for Prairie Central, number 7, Carolyn Moberly.
That's going to bring up Carolyn Moberly. And just seemed like Johnson Central just struggling to get out of this inning, right?
Yep. Perry Central's on the other end of the stick tonight.
Yeah, really. I mean, and Johnson Central, like you said, the couple of errors has beat them this inning. Should have been out of it twice now. Shortstop with an unusual kind of a kicked it around out there, and then the second baseman, Julie Dawes, has been really, really solid all night, and just a routine play, threw it away over at first base. And it just seems like when things start going bad, they just roll.
Yeah.
Like in basketball, when shots start falling, everybody's hitting them.
Yep.
But when you start missing, everybody's missing. And a swing and a miss here.
And up until this point, we really didn't see any Johnson Central mistakes. That's
No.
the one thing that they were doing like exceptionally well. They were fielding everything and making the routine plays routine.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Perry Central, big inning, 7 runs scored. Moberly hits this one foul down the third baseline. Erica Lynn Fugit says, let's go PCC. Catherine Fugit watching from Hazard, rooting for Perry County Central. McKenna Fugit is her granddaughter. Jennifer Swinford says, let's go McKenna. Thank y'all for tuning in. Here's Moberly. Hits another one foul down the left field line. She's not hitting the treat balls, though. She's keeping them in the field of play. No. Music. Rocks back. Fires. Swing and a miss. She struck her out, and finally Johnson Central getting out of the inning, but not before giving up 7 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. We head to the 6th for Perry Central 7, Johnson Central 2. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network.
When it comes to taking care of your prescriptions and providing the local care you need, Howard Family Pharmacy is your home team. Let's meet the starting lineup.
Tiffany Jacobs, Garrett, Eastern Kentucky University.
Stacy Conley, Garrett, University of Kentucky. Jonna Newsom from Martin, Alice Lee College.
And I'm Wes Howard from Hueysville and the University of Kentucky. When it comes to your health, trust a team that knows you the best. Howard Family Pharmacy, the Allen intersection on US 23 and Kentucky Route 80 at Eastern. Come see.
I started at Double Quick as an associate when I was still in high school, and I quickly realized that there was a career in front of me.
Whenever I was a store manager, I graduated college and I expected to leave about a year after graduation. I knew that this was a place that I could continue to grow, I could continue to be challenged both personally and professionally, and that's the reason that I'm still here today.
Start your career today at Double Quick.
Apply at doublequick.com and start your career today.
And welcome back here to Stonecrest Park. You're looking in here at Perry Central, fired up after a big inning. 7 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Johnson Central got some work to do if they want to get back into this one.
Leading off for Johnson Central, number 2.
Leading off for the Lady Eagles.
Music.
Here in the top of the 6th inning, it'll be Molly Music. Music. Single.
Oh, man.
Big hit down the left field line, going back, and gone. Molly Music leads the yard. First pitch, first swing, home run for Molly Music. And that's one way to get the runs back, Caden Allen.
That is the best way to start it right there.
Absolutely. Molly Music, first pitch. And Mullins served it up, and Music goes yard.
That's how you bring some life back into your team right there after that bad of an inning.
That's the biggest thing about that is that gives them a little bit of fire.
Yep.
That brings up Bowen, Bella Bowen. Big cut at it, swing and a miss.
Now at bat number 8.
Bowen wanted to hit her home run too.
First 2 strikes, he might as well try for it. That's what you
right.
get 3 of them for.
You never hit one out by not swinging, right?
That's right. If you're going to hit it hard.
How many home runs you hit in your career?
A big goose egg. Not a one.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, and Bowen checks it. And they say she did not go.
I'll tell you something about me. If I hit it out of the out or infield, that's a home run for me.
There you go. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs. Bowen takes ball 2 away. Well, I never played any baseball after. We called it Pony League growing up, Babe Ruth League.
Oh, yep.
I played up till I was about 14, 13. Bowen hits it right back up the middle, fielded by Shepard over to first, not in time. And they're going to call her out as she turned towards second base. Heads up play there by first baseman Madison Stacy to stay on her. Bowen, she when she seen the ball get away, I think she started to make that turn, didn't get back in first in time.
Yep. She made that turn out to the left, and once you do that, you can get tagged out.
That'll bring up Kylie Hall, catcher, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout on the evening. And Johnson Central desperately needs base runners right now. I mean, they're trailing 7-3. Top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, you definitely want to try to cut into this deficit as much as you can. I would say you only have 1 inning left, but we saw it last night. The 5 runs with 2 outs left in the 7th. So.
And I lied. This is number 0 batting. Molly Price, I think that's who that is. They snuck her in there on me. Yeah, it's Molly Price.
Big swing and a miss there. Make the count 2-2. This is a big play for both teams here.
It is.
If you
Like
Perry
I said-
Central and you get an out here, it's a little bit of a momentum killer. But if you get a hit right here, it brings a little bit more life into your
Like
team.
I said, if you're Johnson Central, you need base runners. Price with a big cut up back here off the backstop. Price steps back into the box. Mullins, who's pitched really good here again tonight. Price down the third baseline, fielder, going to be foul. Got Prestonsburg's finest up here in the press box with us.
Yep.
Makes you feel safer knowing that we got some good cops around, doesn't it?
That's right.
Ball high. Full count. I'd love to know the times that Mullins has went to a full count and yet walk a batter.
Yeah, it's been a lot
Price
this
going to
game.
hit a blooper down the left field line foul. It's what?
It's been a lot this game. I mean, she's had
At least 7 or 8 times.
Yeah.
7 or 8 batters she's had a full count and has yet to walk a batter. Pretty impressive.
it is.
Price battling here. And she struck her out. Once again, count goes to full. Mullins comes through. Price just a 7th grader.
Now batting number 26, Leah Hall.
That's going to bring up shortstop, Leah Hall. Mullins rocks back. Here's the pitch and strike. Well, all I know, Hall hits a dribbler, going to go foul. All I know, Caden, we have got about 8 comedians up here in the press box wanting to make fun of me over here because I'm cold. They're laughing at me because I'm cold. I wish I was. I'm froze to death. Full count. Here's the pitch. And hit the dead center field. Fugit gets under it. She'll squeeze it. Perry Central out of the inning, only giving up 1. As we head to the bottom of the 6th. Perry Central 7, Johnson Central 3. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network. And welcome back here to Stonecrest Park, where it's Johnson Central trailing Perry Central 7-3. We want to thank Derek Bowling of Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kemper Furniture, Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance, East Main Street Pharmacy, Made to Crave, locations in Pikeville, Paintsville, and Prestonsburg, Bruce Walters Ford, Citizens Banks of Kentucky, and Dr. Alan Baldwin at Maynard Chiropractic. We got Haley Neese in the batter's box. Going to foul this one off. I want to thank Willie Crace, State Representative, 95th District. Vote Willie Crace. Shout out to Mayor Rick Hughes, Prestonsburg. We appreciate him letting us come up here and do these games. Crown Funeral Home. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2. I want to thank United Motorsports, Howard Family Pharmacy, Tommy's Auto Sales, Double Quick, Punch Tires, Force Automation, and Power Sport Service Center. Music. Pitch. Ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs.
If you're Johnson Central, you really need to throw a 0 right here. Give yourself the best shot going into that next inning.
Absolutely. As they trail 7-3, bottom of the 6th inning, and she struck her out. And a little bit of a
Now batting for Perry Central, number 16.
little bit of a different look from Bowen to Music.
It is.
And you're right. I think they moved Bella Bowen to first and Shelby Arnett out there to left field. I think that's what it looks like they done to me, right?
Yep. I can't see the number out there, so
I'm pretty sure
that's what we can trust.
Either that or put Mally Price out there. Heard Music with the pitch. Ball 1. Music rocks back, fires, ball high. They're over here talking about AM1 basketball now, the Escalade. About 6'9", 450, that guy could hoop. We'll call ball 4. That was a pretty good looking pitch.
That was a close one.
Only the second walk issued all night by either team. And once again, Josie Mullins from Perry Central is yet to walk a batter here tonight. That is so impressive to me, especially as many times as they battled, took her deep into the count.
Yeah, like we said, I mean, she's had many 3-2 counts. It almost feels like every at bat she's had a 3-2 count.
Well, like you said, Johnson Central does a good job of really battling, fighting off pitches, and hanging in there. And Mullins just done a good job. Keep on throwing strikes. Or make him make a mistake, or at least make him hit it into the field of play, right?
Yep.
Mullins settles in. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Mullins going to hit this one foul down the right field line. Make it 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Perry Central trying to add to this 7-3 lead. Mullins hits it second. Dials over to second base for the out. Throw not in time at first as they're trying to turn the double play. Nice play there by Julie Dials.
Now batting number 2, Avery Ratliff.
I think they messed up the transfer a little bit on second, but that was, I mean, even with the messed up transfer, still a close play over at first.
It was Dials done a good job. I thought she was going to go to first immediately, but she flipped it kind of like a little push throw over to second. Guys, hit that like and share button for this final inning and a half. Music with the pitch.
Nice pitch right there.
Strike 1. That looked like the old drop ball.
That does look like the old drop
ball. It was high and low.
Yep.
In a hurry, wasn't it? Music with the pitch. Inside, ball 1. Ratliff had a big hit her last at bat with a single to center field. Hit a shot. Again, Perry Central scored 7 runs the last inning. Big cut there by Ratliff. Swing and a miss. 7 runs that last inning. Only inning they scored.
Yep.
all they've needed thus far, though, right?
Well, we saw it with Lawrence County, too, in the first game. I mean, Lawrence County didn't really put up that great of an effort. They just had one inning with 9 runs.
9-run inning. Here's Ratliff going to foul this one straight back. Here's the pitch, and Ratliff hits it to right field. It'll drop. Throw comes in to third, not in time. Runner safe on first and third. And Avery Ratliff, once again, such a good hitter.
Now
Two
batting
for
number 15, Michaela
2 for 4.
2 for 4. That's, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, and tonight, the one, she struck out her first at bat, then hit a shot right back at Bowen, if you remember.
Yep.
And Bowen just made a heck of a play on it. And then, so she's hit the ball really well tonight. Such a good hitter.
7 for 9 on the last 2 days. I mean, you can't complain about that.
7 for 9 is good in any sport, right?
Yeah.
Like a guy said, if you're playing baseball or softball, if you hit 3 out of 10 times, you're considered great.
Yep.
So that tells you how hard it is, right?
Yep.
Deion Sanders, Bo Jackson both said baseball was by far the hardest sport they played.
It's a sport of failure.
Michaela Shepard singled her last at bat. Shepard, we know what kind of power she has. Got runners on the corner, first and third. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th. Johnson Central trailing 7-3. Music rocks back. Fires Shepard, fouls this one back out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Johnson Central trying to get out of this inning without giving up another run. Perry Central trying to cushion their lead. Music with the pitch, and runner goes, and no throw down to second, which I think that's smart there.
Yeah, you don't want to let them extend their lead any.
No, absolutely not.
You just got to let them take that base.
Yeah, Callie Hall, I think she thought about throwing it and then thought better of it because.
Honestly, in any situation, I would hold it on a first and third still like that. I mean, you're risking
especially
a run.
with 2 outs because
Yeah.
you got to force it first anyway.
Yep.
Shepard fouls that one out. That's a treat ball. And Perry Central over here, they're dancing in the dugouts. I say they're doing it to stay warm. Pitch, ball 3. Was that the second ball? Oh, that's full count, right?
Yeah,
3 balls, 2
yeah,
strikes.
That's what I had.
Darryl's got them over here dancing. They're fired up. The Commodores. Shepard hits this one high in the air. Bowen, Hall both going to make a play, but it's in the net. All kinds of treats up in them nets if you want to go get them.
KJ's going to be crawling around everywhere tonight. Yep.
We'll send Coach Pachacho over here. He could shimmy out that net like nothing. The E-Coach. I'd say he win Coach of the Year in esports in the state of Kentucky this year. Should. I hope so. Absolutely. You deserve it. Music rocks back. Fires. Swung on, hit right back at Music. Music over to first. Johnson Central. No more harm done in this bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back with the 7th and final inning here on the D&D Sports Network. And welcome back here. 7th inning, top of the 7th, as Johnson Central trailing 7-3. Johnson Central got to somehow come away with 4 runs here to keep this thing going, Caden Allen.
Yep, now is where you do or die.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, you look through the innings. First inning, both teams scoreless. Second inning, scoreless. Johnson Central scored 2 in the 3rd, 1 in the 6th. Perry Central, zeros across the board except in the bottom of the 5th inning. Got their bats going, scored 7 runs, and that's where we stand, 7-3. Here's a little dribbler, going to stay fair, and got her at first. Good play there. As that was number 3 for Johnson Central.
Now batting number 14, Josie.
Elizabeth Blair. Because that was Elabeth Blair that grounded out there at the last bat for the Lady Eagles. And Mullins, once again, has pitched a really, really good game, been consistent all night, has issued 0 walks here tonight.
Yeah, like we talked about earlier, she just pitched the contact and let the defense work, and they've done a great job behind her.
They have. They have. You got Josie Dawes up. Single to right and flew out on the last at bat to first, which you said you thought she killed it, and it kind of just popped up.
Yep.
Got under it just a touch. Mullins rocks back, trying to get 2 more outs. And going to be hit, second baseman Michaela Shepard coming over to make a good play. And now Perry Central 1 out away.
Now batting number 18, Shelby Arnett.
Here's a big hit by number 18 to left field. Left fielder Zoe Godsey comes in, makes the catch. And your 2A region semifinal winner tonight, Perry Central, 7-3, as that'll do it. We're going to jump out. We're going to tally up some stats. And we'll come back with your double quick player of the game right here on the D&D Sports Network.
6 o'clock.
And welcome back here as it was Perry Central winning this one 7-3 by a big, big fifth inning. Bottom of the fifth, the Commodores got the bats going, scoring all 7 of their runs in that one inning. We want to thank Derek Bowling of Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kemper Furniture, Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance, East Main Street Pharmacy, Made to Crave locations in Pikeville, Prestonsburg, and Paintsville. And don't forget, Made to Crave now has breakfast at all 3 locations. You get up in the morning hungry, hit Made to Crave up for their breakfast. Bruce Waters Ford, Citizens Banks of Kentucky, Dr. Alan Baldwin at Maynard Chiropractic, Willie Craisper, State Representative, 95th District, Republican. Willie Crace is a proud supporter of all Floyd County athletes. I want to shout out to Mayor Rick Hughes, Prestonsburg Mayor. He does an absolute phenomenal job up here on the hill here at Stonecrest, running these facilities and having these games up here for us. I want to thank Crum Funeral Home, United Motorsports, Howard Family Pharmacy, Tommy's Auto Sales, Double Quick, Punk Tires, Force Automation and Power Sports Service Center. Hopefully we'll get an interview with your Howard Family Pharmacy players of the game. It's going to be your high catcher, number 2, Avery Ratliff, along with the pitcher, Josie Mullins. And Miss Mullins here, let me find my stat sheet here. Just take a look at her stats for the evening. Josie Mullins on the night, very impressive. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I had her for 8 strikeouts and issued 0 walks. Just absolutely battled. Johnson Central's batters battled a whole lot. Took her deep into the count several times. Kept fouling off pitches. I don't know how many full counts that there was, but Mullins just stayed on pace and kept throwing strikes. As Perry Central won this one 7-3. And guys, we're going to jump out real quick, and hopefully we'll get a speak with Josie and Avery Ratliff here momentarily. We'll be right back on the D&D Sports Network. And welcome back here. I'm here with winning pitcher Josie. Am I saying that right?
It's Jossie.
Jossie. I've said it wrong for 2 nights.
Okay.
Why would I say it right tonight, right? No, Jossie, heck of a game for you. You had 0 walks.
Yes, that's what we strive for.
And I don't know how many times that the count would go to full and you just kept throwing strikes. And Johnson Central's batters, they battled. I bet they hit 50 foul balls tonight.
Yes, they battled hard. You just got to stay in the right mind space, you know. I'm getting them out. That's what we're here to do.
So you're a junior, right? Is that?
Yes, correct.
What was going through your mind? You're down, what was it, 2-0?
Yes.
You come out in the bottom of the fifth, y'all score 7 runs, big inning, which your bat helped that run. Then you come out in the top of the sixth, and I think it was Molly Music hits a home run.
Yeah.
I mean, she hits a home run, one of the few hits you gave up tonight. What went through your mind at that moment?
Just at the next 3, we're going to be out. So we're getting them out. We're winning.
Well, you did a phenomenal job, and the young lady here behind the plate, I know she has to be tired because she does.
Oh, yes. 7 innings.
Well, in every inning, she jumps up, and every pitch, she's up ready to throw the ball.
Yes.
So you got Lawrence County.
Lawrence tomorrow.
Have you played Lawrence at all?
Not this year. We have not played Lawrence. But we did watch them before our game.
Well, and they were a lot like you all.
Yes.
They scored 9 runs, I think, in one inning. I can't remember what inning it was, but they had one big inning. Other than that, they were kind of quiet. But Taylor Blevins is a really good pitcher. What do you think y'all got to do?
I think we need to choke up on our bats and just try and put it in play. The more balls you put in play, the better it gets.
You're exactly right. And a lot of times as a pitcher, you throw strikes, make them hit it, and let your defense work, right?
Yes.
And you got Michaela Shepard, this young lady here, McKenna Fugit made several good plays in the outfield. Well, but congratulations and good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
That's one of our Howard Family Pharmacy players of the game. Jossie, not Josie.
Yes, Jossie.
Jossie Mullins.
Thank you.
All right, and we got Avery Ratliff here next. Avery, not quite as many hits tonight, but you were still 2 for 4, and other than your first at bat, made contact with everything.
Yeah.
So how hard is it to, you go from the Bowens, the first pitcher, to the second pitcher? Is it hard to adjust to that when they switch pitchers on you mid?
I mean, sometimes it is, but they was thrown close to the same speed and the same spin, so it was easier for us to adjust just by watching the ball.
Yeah, and it looked like it took you all a minute to catch up with the Bowens girl because she was throwing, I don't know, she had a real big windup and hit the outside corner, it seemed like, continuously.
She had a really good curveball and drop ball.
And you behind the plate, I know every pitch it seems like you come up out of your stance. I mean, how tired do you have to be?
I mean, once you work at it, you just build the stamina for it.
build those muscles up to help you jump up.
Exactly.
Well, what do you think is the key for y'all to win tomorrow night?
I think we need to do what Jossie said, just put the ball in play, and when it goes in play, good things happen. And
a lot of times, even these little infield dribblers and stuff, y'all have a pretty fast team, top to bottom. You get on base, these deep balls to short and third, hard to get out. I mean, because if you're running hard to first base, everything's close. Blevins, have you ever played against her before?
I'm not sure, actually. I don't think I have. I might have maybe my 7th grade year.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure other than that.
She doesn't walk a lot of batters either, a lot like Jossie, not Josie.
Jossie.
She throws a lot of strikes, so y'all just got to make contact and hit the ball, right?
Yeah.
Well, good luck tomorrow night. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we will be back here. Thursday night. Thursday night, yeah. I won't be here, unfortunately, Thursday night, but somebody will be here. But good luck to you, and thanks for coming and talking to us. And Jossie, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you all. And that was Jossie Mullins and Avery Ratliff, our Howard Family Pharmacy co-players of the game. Very nice young ladies, very good softball players. We're going to go over one more time. Derek Bowling, Kemper Furniture, Kentucky, Mountain Health Alliance, East Main Street Pharmacy, May DeCray, Bruce Walters Ford, Citizens Banks of Kentucky, Dr. Alan Baldwin at Maynard Chiropractic, Willie Crace, State Representative Republican of the 95th District, Rick Hughes, Mayor of Prestonsburg, Crum Funeral Home, United Motorsports, Howard Family Pharmacy, Tommy's Auto Sales, Double Quick, Punch Tires, Force Automation and Power Sports Service Center. Want to thank all of our sponsors. A special thanks once again to Rick Hughes for having us up here. For Darryl McCoy, Tommy Coppage, Kevin Jones, Caden Allen, and Coach May, we'll see you tomorrow night right here from Stonecrest Park on the D&D Sports Network.